And now, the OVW Match of the Week, brought to you by Collar & Elbow. Go to collarandelbowbrand.com and check out where wrestling passion meets street fashion today.
Brian Pillman Jr., one of the biggest names in wrestling right now.
Absolutely. This is a huge surprise. And what a matchup this is going to be.
Now, Brian Pillman Jr. being here just evidence that OVW is the place to be, where everyone wants to go and make a name for themselves in BC. You said 200 countries across the world are on Roku app, Amazon Prime. Everybody wants to see something, including Brian Pillman Jr. All right, we are underway here in Brian Pillman Jr.'s OVW debut match against a game action Ashton Cove.
You're right. You got to think that both of these men are going to see it as an opportunity. Brian Pillman Jr. to impress upon his debut, and for Ashton to pick up a win over a big name like bulletproof Brian Pillman Jr.
Absolutely. Pillman's got it in his bloodline. It's in his DNA. So for Ashton Cove to come out here and have an opportunity against Brian Pillman Jr., it's one of the biggest opportunities he's probably had in his career here in OVW.
You're not wrong, Shannon. You're not wrong. But again, Ashton's got a huge hill to climb. Just look at Brian Pillman Jr. The shape he is in, the physique he has, the accolades he has already achieved in his short career.
He rolls out of the armbar.
Look at this.
Spins it around.
Wow.
Brian Pillman Jr. flipping it like a washing machine there. Just gives him a little tap on the forehead with his foot. Brian Pillman Jr. trying to show a little respect here, and Cove just not having it.
Yeah, was that respect, though? I feel like there's a little bit of a cheap shot from Pillman.
Well, I think that was a little bit of a cheap shot from Ashton Cove.
Hey.
He just slapped the man.
A cheap shot for a cheap shot. That's what I always say.
Ashton Cove showing a little bit of offense, and just as quickly as I said that.
Big clothesline from Brian Pillman Jr. takes away that offense.
Every time, I swear, I just got to stop. Oh.
Pillman Jr. fakes it out.
And slaps him back. My goodness, how humiliating.
This crowd's solidly behind Brian Pillman Jr. Excited to see him. Ooh! Big chop to Ashton Cove in the corner. Pillman just feeding off of this crowd, feeling it, guys.
Oh! I can feel that one over here.
Big old chop again. And oh! Goes for it one too many times. Ashton Cove saw it. Gives him the big boot to Brian Pillman Jr.
Oh, gets him up big for the power slam there.
What's he going? Is this the M1 Grand he was telling us about earlier, Steven?
It's the M1.
Look at that.
Brian Pillman Jr. waves goodbye as he puts Ashton Cove down with the M1 Grand.
Just like that, he made quick work of Ashton Cove.
Your winner, Brian Pillman
You're
Jr.
absolutely right, Shannon. Now, don't go trying to sign him as a new client. You got your hands full of checks and dollars, but brilliant debut from Mr. Brian Pillman Jr.
Pillman looks like a guy who could use my services. So, you know, I've already got a revolver. I've got Mr. Spectacular, as you mentioned. Maybe Pillman will be next on my list.
Shannon, you can go try to talk to him while we go ahead and go backstage and come to work for OVW Heavyweight Champion, Jonas Gunn.
I got the look, I got the hair, and I got the legacy.
Thank you for watching the OVW Match of the Week. And if you wish to catch more OVW action, go to ovwrestling.com to find out where we air in your area.